Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. This woman right here is charged in the death of a bicyclist. This man who died. Woman charged in death of bicyclist. Concord police have charged a driver of a van that struck and killed a correction officer on North Main Street in September. Jessica Warren, 41 of Concord, faces charges of vehicle assault in driving with a suspended or revoked license, both misdemeanors, and going over a yellow solid line and following a vehicle too closely, both violations in connection with the crash that killed Patrick Bettins. The month-long investigation by Concord police found that Warren was responsible for the crash in that she did not exercise due care by driving too closely behind Bettins, police alleged in a press release. The cyclist was heading north on Route 3 in September when Warren struck him from behind after Bettins moved into the road to avoid a UPS truck parked in the bike lane, according to a witness statement. Warren hit Bettins' back tire, which caused him to fall off the bike and be struck by the vehicle. Witnesses reported that Warren's vehicle then jumped the curb and headed back across the road, striking another vehicle. Warren is scheduled to be arraigned at 8:30 a.m. on April 1st in Concord's District Court. Bettins, 41 of Concord, was employed by the New Hampshire Department of Corrections and worked in the men's state prison in Concord. An athlete who loved to bike, run, and swim, Bettins was training for a triathlon when he was killed this past fall. According to police data reviewed by the Concord Monitor, Bettins was the first bicyclist to be killed in Concord in a decade. His death occurred in a period of decline for reported bike crashes in the city, going from 27 crashes in 2009 to 6 last year. Only 4 crashes were occurred last year. The majority of those crashes were found to be the fault of bicyclists, with the biggest cause listed as riding on the sidewalk. In contrast, the most common instance where motorists were found to be at fault was when drivers failed to yield or use due care. Most crashes resulted in non-incapacitating injuries, according to city data. About 22 resulted in a cyclist being taken to the hospital. The Route 3 corridor that includes North Main Street has seen a collective 8 bicycle vehicle crashes since 2010, making it the third most dangerous place for cyclists behind Water/Manchester Streets and Loudon Road. Bettins, a father of 2, was remembered by his family and coworkers as being friendly and dedicated. When He found something he enjoyed. He'd work really hard. Billy Bettins, Patrick Bettin's cousin, told the Concord Monitor in September. He wouldn't be the best, but he'd be good at it. You know what I mean. Fellow correctional officers said Bettins always greeted people with a smile. In the fall, they honored him with a remembrance of his life, followed by a procession to the New Hampshire State Veterans Cemetery. Two staff members also donated a bench in his name. A staff weight room at the prison is currently being refurnished and will be called the Patrick Bettins Fitness Center when completed, according to Department of Corrections spokesperson Laura Montenegro. The community also rallied around the family, raising more than $24,000 in the months after Bettin's death that was meant to help pay for his two sons' college tuition, according to the GoFundMe description. And that does it for my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another news report. Good night, everyone. Bye.